Wang Lin could never have imagined, even in death, that by imprisoning Yao Jixue, the beloved daughter of the blood ancestor, he would be tormented by inner demons for an entire century. The cruelty with which he once tortured Yao Jixue was so extreme that even many years later, Wang Lin himself could not bear to recall it. When the blood ancestor learned the truth, he flew into a thunderous rage, nearly tearing Wang Lin apart into 100 pieces. At the time when the Land of Monster Spirits dungeon was activated, Wang Lin, seeking to cultivate the celestial slaughter art, entered the beast extermination instance to temper himself. During this period, after successfully rebuilding the soul refining company and gaining confidence in his strength, Wang Lin single-handedly charged into the heavenly demon city, facing head-on 10 earth-shaking blows from the demon general Mo Li Hai. From that battle, he earned the position of commander of the demon army, wielding authority over 100,000 demon soldiers. Amid the endless years of blood and war, Wang Lin's celestial slaughter art advanced to the minor completion stage, with the number of slaughter imprints reaching into the hundreds of thousands. During this very period, Wang Lin encountered Yao Jixue, another great commander of the demon race. She wasted no time on pleasantries and went straight to the point, declaring her intent to bestow upon Wang Lin a heaven-defying opportunity. She even produced a family heirloom, the Blood Soul Pill, offering it as compensation. By imprinting one's soul essence into this pill, the user could instantly resurrect, returning to the exact state they were in before death. Wang Lin, ever fond of methods that preserved life, was naturally intrigued. Yet, his cautious nature warned him that there must be something suspicious hidden behind such an offer. Thus he hesitated, refusing to agree outright. Seeing that Wang Lin still remained wary, Yao Jixue had no choice but to reveal the truth. As it turned out, within the Land of Monster Spirits lay an ancient immortal's cave abode, a relic left behind by a primordial immortal. The immortal qi and techniques within were said to be so profound that even obtaining a single artifact could shake the entire heaven-defying planet. Moreover, only a handful of beings in the world even knew of this place. Yao Jixue herself had heard of it only from her father, the blood ancestor. Surrounding the cave abode were 13 layers of immensely powerful restrictions. Anyone reckless enough to force their way inside would meet certain death. Yao Jixue had already attempted entry 4 times using the power of the Blood Soul Pill, but each attempt had failed at the final barrier. Thus she sought Wang Lin's aid to increase her chances of reaching the immortal mansion within. Noticing that Wang Lin still bore a look of suspicion, Yao Jixue brought out 1 Blood Soul Pill and several tons of immortal jade as a deposit. She further promised that upon success, she would reward him even more richly, and that the opportunities within the immortal mansion would be shared equally. But who was Wang Lin, a man as shrewd and battle-hardened as he could see, through such generosity? Yao Jixue's lavishness only deepened his doubts. After all, such a heaven-defying divine medicine could not possibly be given away so lightly, and the blood ancestor's daughter hardly seemed the kind of innocent or benevolent young lady who would act without hidden intent. Thus, though wary, Wang Lin truly wished to explore the cave abode, and so he pretended to accept Yao Jixue's offer while secretly making his own preparations in advance. As soon as Yao Jixue turned to leave, she could not suppress a sly, sinister smile. The Blood Soul Pill she had given Wang Lin was in truth a counterfeit. Only when placed beside a genuine pill could one perceive the faintest difference, yet throughout the entire heaven-defying planet, none but Yao Jixue and her father had ever seen an authentic Blood Soul Pill. Her purpose in seeking out Wang Lin was nothing more than to find a powerful pawn, a living shield, to bear the risks in her stead. Alas, she had gravely underestimated the price of scheming against Wang Lin. The next day, the two set out together to break through the trials. Through a mysterious teleportation formation, Yao Jixue led Wang Lin into a realm resembling the Divine Lands. In this place, each area contained a gate of trial, and only by breaking through all 13 gates could they open the immortal mansion within. Together they shattered 12 of them, yet when they reached the final gate, Yao Jixue suddenly hesitated, her expression uncertain. This gate required the challengers to endure 3 waves of sword qi, each more powerful than the last. Yao Jixue proposed, "I will take the first strike. You shall bear the second. As for the third, we will face it together." Wang Lin agreed. But in the very instant the third sword qi, the most devastating of all, descended from the heavens, Yao Jixue feigned injury and abruptly withdrew all her spiritual power, shifting the entire burden onto Wang Lin alone. As she watched Wang Lin stagger under the force, blood spraying from his mouth like a fountain, as his body fell into the abyss below, Yao Jixue slowly rose to her feet. Everything had gone exactly as she had planned. The cave abode could only be opened by the combined effort of at least 2 cultivators. How could she possibly share such a heavenly opportunity with another? It was precisely for this reason that she had orchestrated this elaborate ruse, seeking Wang Lin merely to act as her shield. Yet just as she was basking in triumph, a dark silhouette suddenly appeared before her. Her vision dimmed and she collapsed into unconsciousness. When she awoke, she was horrified to find herself bound tightly within the cave abode itself. It turned out that Wang Lin had never been injured at all. Everything the 4 The blood, the agony, had been nothing but an elaborate performance, crafted solely to lower Yao Jishu's guard and deliver a single decisive strike to capture her alive. To prevent Yao Jishu from taking her own life, Wang Lin sealed all of her immortal energy and coldly threatened her. If you refuse to reveal the secrets of this cave abode and the method to use the blood soul pill, I will imprison you here for eternity until you die in utter solitude. From a young age, Yao Jishu had been pampered beyond measure. Proud and unyielding, she had never once bowed to anyone. Even though she knew she was the one in the wrong, she still hurled curses at Wang Lin, calling him a despicable and shameless villain. Her hatred grew deeper with every passing day. In her heart she swore that if she ever escaped, she would use the cruelest means in existence to make Wang Lin suffer 1,000-fold. With that seething hatred festering within her, Yao Jishu endured years of torment. When Wang Lin later returned to the cave abode, he was astonished to find that she was on the verge of enlightenment, driven by that very hatred. If he were to leave her as she was, his seals would inevitably be broken. Without hesitation, he stripped away her garments and used his fingertips to channel immortal energy into her body, continuously disrupting her cultivation until every trace of enlightenment vanished from her eyes. Still, Wang Lin did not stop. He added more than 80 additional seals, each placed upon the most sensitive and vital points of her body. Only by doing so could he ensure that Yao Jishu would never again find peace or achieve enlightenment, forever cut off from breaking through. To Yao Jishu, this was an insult beyond redemption. In all her thousands of years of cultivation, she had never endured humiliation, so complete tortured both in body and in spirit. She lingered in agony for nearly a century, until one day the blood ancestor, sensing his daughter's aura upon Wang Lin, launched a furious pursuit. Yet in the end, Wang Lin, aided by Yan Lezi, managed to seal even the blood ancestor himself. Father and daughter alike met a tragic fate. Only after Wang Lin broke through to the Queenia realm, the second major step of his cultivation, did he finally possess enough strength to rival the blood ancestor, and only then did he realize how extreme his actions had once been. He understood that if he could not keep his Dao heart free from worldly burdens, his path toward the third great step would be forever obstructed. Thus, he erased the painful memories from Yao Jishu's mind and released both her and her father from captivity. By that time, the blood ancestor, his will broken, had long abandoned thoughts of revenge. He took his daughter and disappeared from the world. From that moment on, all the karmic ties and grudges between Wang Lin and Yao Jishu were finally and truly brought to an end.